The following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTEST.com, and today we're taking a detailed look at the Key West 210 Bay Reef. She has a 19-degree dead rise at the transom for riding comfort and a pad on the keel and integrated transom jack plate for improved speed and efficiency. She's powered by an Evernood E-TEC G2 200 outboard, so let's start by taking a look at her performance. We tested the 210 Bay Reef with the E-TEC G2 200 equipped with a 2.17 to 1 gear reduction, turning a 15-inch by 20-inch RX4 4-blade stainless steel propeller. With 2 people, a full tank of fuel and test gear, our test boat weighed an estimated 3,032 pounds. In addition to the pad and 19-degree dead rise, her chine is reversed and she has a built-in setback for the engine. She draws just 12 inches. We ran the 210 Bay Reef to a top speed of 51.3 miles per hour at 5,700 RPM. Most captains we know will want to run her about 4,000 RPM when conditions permit, and there we recorded a speed of 36.9 miles per hour, burning 7.2 gallons per hour, getting 5.13 miles per gallon. Best cruise came in at 3,000 RPM, where the boat ran 25.6 miles per hour and burned 4.35 gallons per hour. At that speed, she gets 5.89 miles per gallon. Her range at 3,000 RPM is 265 statute miles, with 10% of the boat's 50-gallon fuel capacity held in reserve. In acceleration testing, the 210 Bay Reef planed and ran to 20 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds and to 30 miles per hour in 4.8 seconds. During hard acceleration, we recorded 20 degrees of bow rise, and the boat cruised at 4 degrees bow rise after leveling off. In turns, the 210 Bay Reef handled well, carving tight circles and transitioning smoothly from side to side in slalom or S-turns. She leaned into the maneuvers and held her line well. Her pad seemed to have no adverse effect on handling. The 210 Bay Reef features all composite construction, which means there's no wood in the boat. She has a full fiberglass stringer system that's filled with flotation foam and comes with a 10-year transferable hull warranty. The E-TEC G2 200 comes with its hydraulic steering integrated into the engine's midsection. That allows the engine to be tilted up as far as 81 degrees to get the lower unit completely out of the water. For smooth operation, the motor has digital shift and throttle and the iTrim automatic trim system, which the driver can turn off if not wanted. Key West chose a dark blue color scheme for our test boat's E-TEC G2 200, one of 7 colors offered. The aft seats stay closed with barrel bolts and the bottom cushions are removable, creating a large casting platform. Here, we get an idea of the boat's stability with the fisherman walking back and forth across the aft deck. Between the seats, there's a 20-gallon live well and the hatch stays up in a snap spring so anglers can use 2 hands to insert or retrieve fish. Just behind the starboard seat is this compartment that houses the battery and switch. Across the port, there's a self-draining compartment. In the splash well just ahead of the motor, a hatch opens to provide access to the fuel-water separator and to plumbing for onboard systems. The leaning post has firm padding with 4 rod holders on the aft side. The aluminum frame felt sturdy, and underneath there's space for a 72-quart carry-on cooler. At the helm, there's space for optional electronics. Our test boat had the Evernood Icon 3.5 CS screen, a stereo remote, accessory switches, and the tilt wheel. Note that the compass is installed correctly in line with the steering wheel, something that we don't see on all boats. On the starboard side of the dash is the digital shift and throttle control, 2 cup holders, and the optional MP3 and auxiliary ports for the stereo. Key West provides console storage in this open tray up top and down low behind this hinged hatch on the footrest. The 210 Bay Reef's console is 2 feet 8 inches wide and has a hatch that opens to the compartment where an owner can have an optional porta potty. The opening is 18 inches wide and there's 4 feet 8 inches of headroom inside. There's 20 inches of space between the console and gunnel on each side. On the starboard side of the console, Key West provides 3 vertical rod holders. On the front of the console, the 210 Bay Reef has a seat with a padded bottom and backrest. Notice that the cup holder is within reach. The bottom cushion is hinged and it opens to a locker space. From the cockpit, it's an easy step up to the 210 Bay Reef's forward fishing deck. To keep the foredeck clear, there are pull-up cleats and a flush-mounted plug for the bow light. Outboard on each side of the foredeck, the 2 locking compartments have space for 5 fishing rods each. The 18-gallon forward live well is in the step, and just ahead is a locker that has dedicated space for a 5-gallon bucket. With power provided by an Evernood E-TEC G2 200 outboard, the Key West 210 Bay Reef is a 50-plus mile-per-hour bay boat that handles well. She has some creature comforts for the family, and she's economical to buy and operate. And that's our full test and features inspection of the 210 Bay Reef from Key West. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.